Man, what a long intro. I'm having fun. Feeling good today, folks. Man, been a beautiful day in Nashville. Great weather. Been teaching a shitload this week. Gonna go out tonight and hear Brother Jack Roosh and Adam Wakefield and Wes Little down at the Underdog Club. Many of you have been there. Just got done going through my speeding ticket that I got when leaving the Masters of the Telecaster clinic. Clearly, I'm not a master of anything, including driving. That is what a speeding ticket from the state of New York looks like. So I just navigated my way through trying to stay out of trouble with that. Me and this English guy that I met at the guitar workshop, he decided to change his flight and come to Nashville and jump on for the wild ride. So I said, man, just ride with me down to LaGuardia from the Catskills. So we leave at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm driving through the Catskill Mountains to get to the 2-lane road, to get to the 4-lane road, to get to the interstate, to get to the Queens, to get to LaGuardia, to get on the airplane to come back to Nashville, as one does, right? In this thrill-seeking lifestyle that we lead here called playing the guitar for a living. So I'm driving and I don't know what the speed limit is, and I'm getting passed by all these cars. Like, I was laughing at my buddy. I was like, dude, I'm the one that usually drives like a lunatic. I'm like, I'm getting passed by all these people. We must be driving really slow. So then 30 minutes later, we're on the 4-lane road, and I passed by this New York State trooper, and I looked at my buddy and I was like, dude, I think we're speeding. And I looked down, I was doing 75 in a whatever it was. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was something different. I shouldn't incriminate myself any further on this video, but anyway, he pulled me over and I said, dude, I've got a rental car with Alabama plates. I'm from Nashville. We're up here in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where I'm at. We're doing some clinic for guitar, and I said, man, it's so funny. I said 30 minutes ago I was getting passed for driving too slow. I said, now you're pulling me over for driving too fast. So anyway, you know, the adventure continues, folks. Not the first time I've been pulled over by a state trooper, but maybe the first time I've been pulled over by a New York state trooper. Let me tell you, they're not messing around up there. But the guy laughed. We had a couple good laughs, and you know, it was early enough in the morning that I hadn't started drinking yet, so that was a good thing. Just kidding. Anyway, so I wanted to clarify a couple things with you guys about the CAGED system, because this is getting way too out of control. We need to dial everything back in. First of all, I'd like to clarify something about the dominant 7 chord. If I'm playing a dominant 7 chord, that does not mean that that's automatically the 5 chord. We have to get rid of this kind of thinking. I taught a guy from Chicago the other day, great guy, had an immersion experience, and he goes, well, if I'm playing an A dominant 7, that means that A is automatically the 5 chord, and then the D is, and it's like, no. The tonal center is the 1 chord. If I'm in A dominant 7, that's the 1 chord. I don't care what planet you're from. That's the 4 chord. 5, 4, D. 1, 4, 1. The 5 is a dominant 7 chord. But that doesn't mean every dominant 7 chord is a 5 chord. We gotta get this straight. Okay, so now, to clarify some things about the CAGED system. Look, folks, this is the beauty of the CAGED system. The CAGED system only spells cage. This is this clever name that people have gotten attached to. It's just the chord inversions up the neck. It has nothing to do with anything else other than this is a C chord, This is also a C chord. This is a C chord. This is a C chord, and this is a C chord. These are your inversions up the neck because the guitar strings have a lot of duplicate notes. That's a C, 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 you know, that's a C, that's a C, that's a C. Oops, that was not a C. That was a C. So, see? So, man, this is what I'm talking about. This we have to like really zoom out. It's really simple, but we're overcomplicating it. So if I have a movable shape, if this is my E chord, if I move this shape up, if I move the E shape alone up, that's changing keys. That's F sharp, that's G, that's A flat, that's A. But if I'm in the key of E and I want to play only E chords up the neck, that's when the shapes come in. E shape, D shape, E chord. You got to use your ear. It's all E. That's an E chord C shape. But I hate the way that it's the C shape and you're talking about the E chord. That's confusing the shit out of people. And so I want to show you right now, folks. I'm going to get out this piece of paper because a guy commented on something yesterday. I can't lose this ticket or they're going to come down here and lock me up and take me to some crazy New York jail. Excuse me. I did just have a Zoom lesson a couple hours ago with a guy named Corey, who's been in the Army for 21 years. And he plays guitar, and he's ready to retire in about a year and a half, and he's going to keep playing the guitar for fun and maybe even for a living like he used to a long time ago. But super nice guy. I just want to tell him and everybody else out there, man, you know, my dad was a Marine. I have never served in the military. This is a necklace that Billy Gibbons gave me, and I wear it every day. And this hat just happens to have some camouflage on it. I haven't served in the military, but I just want to say to everybody that has, we appreciate you big time, and thank you. And Corey was an awesome guy, man, and I just want to mention that, you know, and I've got some other good friends and a lot of family members that were, you know, in many different branches of the military, and a lot of friends that are in there. So thanks, guys, for that. And so let me just say that I'm going to write this out, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to write caged, and I'm going to write it out a few different times. So I want you to see this. Okay? This is the word caged, C-A-G-E-D. And then this is the word caged again, C-A-G-E-D. G-E-D, I didn't even get that when I was young. And then here again, C-A-G-E-D, okay? If I'm playing a C chord, and I play the C chord, the A shape, the G shape, the E shape, and the D shape, but it's all C. So what that first part means, I'm gonna reiterate this again until everybody understands. But that first part, that caged word means this: the C chord, C shape. Then it means the A shape C chord, because if I play the A shape, which is the A we know, and I move it up, A flat, B, C, D flat, D, E flat, E, F. So that's, but we're just in the key of C. C, A shape, G shape, E shape, D shape. Yes, that spells out caged, which is a very clever little name that somebody came up with. Little did they know that they were going to confuse the living shit out of the entire guitar community for years and years and years and years to come, and make a lot more work for somebody like me that's trying to simplify everything. Okay, so bear with me, friends. This is going to get really useful and interesting. Well, if I take A and I play A to A, the pattern is still going to stay the same. A, G, E, D, C, A. If I start on E, E, D, C, A, G, E. So no matter where I start, if I start on A and I'm playing the key of A, Watch, this is gonna work. So now I'm getting away from the word caged, and I'm just going from, look, this is what I'm doing. I'm just going from this block, that's the key of C. Now if I go from A to A, now that's the key of A and all the shapes. If I go from G to G, that's the key of G and all those shapes. If I go to E, that's the key of E and all those shapes. If I go from D to D, that's the key of D and all the shapes. The D shape, the C shape, A shape, G shape, E shape, D shape. I really, really, really hope this makes sense, friends. But I want you to write that word cage 3 times and start in every key. So now if I start on A, the pattern's going to stay the same. The A shape, then the G-shaped A chord, then the E-shaped A chord, then the D-shaped A chord, then the C-shaped A chord, then the A-shaped A chord. Okay, now I'm going to go to G, key of G. G, E-shaped G, D-shaped G, C-shaped G, A-shaped G, G-shaped G. Now I'm going to go to E. The pattern keeps looping. So now I'm going to go to the E chord. E chord. D shape, C shape, A shape, G shape, E shape. You get the idea. I mean, that's it. You just do that and start on each one of these and see how this pattern works. Okay, the beauty of that is this. If I'm playing a G, I want you to do this, friends. I want you to go G, C, D, G. Now we're going to go bar chord G. G, C, D, G. So now I played the E-shaped G, the A-shaped C. There's your D and the C shape. Back to that. Okay, now we're going to go do the same thing in the D shape. Now here's just your G, C, and D, 1, 4, 5 in each shape together. And this is the benefit of the CAGED system, because once you learn these lines and licks and areas and fundamentals and frameworks that I've been talking about for years and years and years, this is how this is going to come together, because all these shapes are inverting, and you're going to see how this works. So now I'm in G, but I'm in the D shape. So now here's my D shape. The 4 chord C is the C shape. I'm sorry, the G shape. A shape, G. D. See, I hate this fucking thing. The way it's confusing, because it's a letter shape, but you're in another key. You're in another chord. So it's really stupid. But this is your G, D shape, C chord, because here's your C, here's your A shape, here's your G shape, C. But so when that's your 1, G, there's your 4, C, 5, D is going to be the A shape, back to the G. Now look, I'm not going to confuse you anymore. I'm just going to call this the 1, 4, 5, G shape, D. Right? Now A shape, now this is all just G, C, and D. Right? If I'm in the key of E, here's my E, A, B7, E, D shape. C shape. A shape. G shape. If I'm in the key of, let's do D. 1, 4, 5. Oh, sorry. Watch this. these shapes. This is how this stuff connects. Look, I know I blasted through that crazy, but that is the beauty of what we call the CAGED. I hope that pattern makes sense, man. In that key. That's completely off the rails. Anyway, guys, look, thank you so much. I hope you got something out of this. I really, I'm not afraid to make mistakes anymore. Who cares? This is exactly how we sit down and try to figure stuff out, doing exactly what I was just doing 2 seconds ago. You know, try to find an idea and develop it. If you make a mistake, try again. Try to work something out all the way down the neck until it sounds cool. You got to jump in. You got to take some chances. You got to get your feet dirty. Get your feet wet, get your hands dirty. I love what Uncle Larry says. If you're not getting called for fouls, you're not playing basketball, man. Take some chances. Get out there and shake some shit up, friends. All right, I'm about to go take a walk. We'll see you guys real soon. Like I said, I hope you got something out of that. Please check this out. I think that can be very helpful in understanding how this works. Anyway, guys, love y'all. Thanks a million, and I'll talk to you in a couple days. All right, cheers.